Hey guys, and so I had such a really interesting experience because I had my first egg retrieval. And I know that some of you tuning in are either wondering about how egg retrieval is for a conventional IVF, but in this video, what I'm going to actually share with you is my egg retrieval for a mini IVF protocol. And in many ways, I would say that they would be the same, but with mini IVF, it's actually a very, very different experience than some of the actual videos that I watched on YouTube when I was trying to also do my homework about egg retrieval. So, with mini IVF, the egg retrieval process is actually really, really interesting. And so, what happens is, your doctor will usually communicate with you when you're supposed to come in for the egg retrieval. And for me, with mini IVF, what happens is that they actually just retrieve whatever eggs you have growing. So there's no cancellation. There is no, they're trying to look for a certain number. It is trying to just make the most of whatever eggs that you have in an attempt to be able to see if you are able to reproduce using your own eggs. And those of you who are watching me for the first time, just wanted to let you know that that's what I really wanted. I wanted an opportunity for my eggs to be used for me to see what was going to happen. And because the cost of the mini IVF was, from my experience, almost a fifth of the conventional IVF, I really did the mathematics in my mind, and me and my husband were able to see that it was actually worth it to try. Conventional IVF did not work for us. We did try it, but what ended up happening, because I'm a poor responder, is the my doctor canceled it because the clinic that I was working with before did not do minimal stimulation IVF. So the egg retrieval process for minimal stimulation IVF actually is very interesting. You have the choice to decide on anesthesia based on your pain level, or pain pills, or nothing at all. I know, nothing at all. It's very interesting. So to play it safe, I decided to go ahead and take Tylenol. So I took two, it was about maybe 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol, or two tablets for the painkiller of Tylenol, an hour before my egg retrieval. And then I opted for the local anesthesia because they were only going to retrieve one or two eggs anyway. And yeah, local anesthesia. And I didn't feel it. I was obviously very nervous because never done this before, never done an egg retrieval. But the doctor, kind of talked me through it, and we were only able to retrieve one egg. I was hoping that we were able to do two, but we were able to retrieve one egg. Now, here's what's interesting about egg retrievals that I learned. I did not know that you might have a follicle and that the follicle may not contain an egg, but that is the case. Sometimes there's follicles and they do not contain an egg. I also did not know that as you go through your protocol of medications, that, like for me, with an antler follicle count of 5, what was interesting is that at my retrieval, I didn't see any of the others. So at some point, the other eggs may just disintegrate or disappear, leaving the dominant follicle. So it was interesting because that happened in my case as well. And I remember even seeing, because in my clinic, when they're retrieving the egg, they actually they have you kind of, they have this monitoring screen where you can actually see, which is really cool. And he showed me my ovary, and I did not see any other follicles. So in a way, I felt really, really lucky that that I was able to see it. And remember, for me, I think what I really valued about minimal stimulation IVF is that for the first time, I felt like my cycles were not being wasted. And even though I'm a poor responder, that those eggs can still be used. Because being a poor responder doesn't necessarily mean that they cannot find a good quality embryo. It just means that you don't respond really well because of either your diagnosis of diminished ovarian reserve or low AMH. So something that I just wanted to share. All right, so that's how my minimal stimulation egg retrieval went. My first time ever. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.